Dutch boy has a catastrophic failure. It can create what we call a geostorm.
Simultaneous catastrophic weather events triggered all over the globe.
One of the things that was great about Geostorm is it just organically lends itself to having an international cast.
We need an international team on the station itself.
Why are we having this discussion? This is crazy. We need to do something about this right away. One of the first discussions that David Ellison and I had is we said, this is an issue that affects the whole world. We want to make a movie that can speak to the whole world.
The nations of the world have finally come together to address climate change and created the project, Dutch Boy, which is a series of satellites that are orbiting the Earth, basically controlling the weather. It's created peace on our planet.
The basic concept of the movie really required the entire world to band together, and we really wanted to make sure that was reflected in the casting of this picture.
Not just that they had different accents, but that they somehow, on a more spiritual level, really represented other parts of the world so that we could feel this world in one small microcosm.
Let me introduce you to your team.
Oh, of course, an American.
Actually, my brother and I were born in the UK, but thank you.
It's not just some initiative that's American or British or European. Any of these is Nigerian, which is the same as me. We have Eugenio Derdbes, who's Mexican. You have Waked, who's French, Egyptian. You got Robin Sheehan, who's Irish, playing English. You got Alex, German.
The whole world is in that station.
I think that's what it should be if this was a real-life situation, that it would be a global initiative to figure out how to control the weather so that there's less disasters.
It's like being in the UN. Yeah, it's been really lovely.
Everyone comes with his own story from his part of the world, you know? And I think this is the spirit and this is the energy that's driving us on this set.
We got along very well and it was just perfect.
We love each other so much and we have a lot of fun on set.
You can only live in the moment, so you gotta have as much fun as possible because they're the experiences you remember.
You got any room in there for me?
Daniel Wu plays Cheng in the picture, who is a character who had gone to college with Jim Stёrджess's character, Max, and he becomes part of the Dutch Boy program that works out of Asia. We wanted to have a very strong Chinese actor for the part.
I found it interesting to be an integral part of the story, because without Zhang, you don't have the discovery of what's happening in the Dutch Boy system.
Yeah, hello? I just got into DC. We have to meet. I figured it all out.
He's a legitimate star in China. When we were shooting on the streets of Hong Kong, we had over 100 PAs trying to keep people away because they were so excited about him. Great, let's do that. I like it. I think it's funny.
Okay.
It's good.
It was just like something that happened. I was like,
no, it was great. And he absolutely can play a part in any American film seamlessly. It was just so fortunate to find an actor who literally had feet in both worlds. And then I'll say go, and then just run, jump into the car. That's great. That's a print.
I always like these kind of big event films, but I also liked how Dean wrote Zhang's character, how he was very sensitively written. Zhang is not speaking with a really bad Chinese accent. He's breaking stereotypes of, you know, Asian characters.
I don't understand. We both have clearance.
Exactly. And the only people that have the
Authority to block it are in the building you work in.
Part of the perks of my job is you get to create the president you'd want. In the original script, we didn't have an actor in mind.
It was actually our producer, David Ellison, who had the idea, what about Andy Garcia as the president?
The environment was my late wife's greatest passion and purpose.
Andy Garcia plays President Palma. He's an incredible leader, wildly charismatic.
United, we stand. United, we can. Every president has a different sense of humor or a point of view of life and philosophy, but also you're responsible for the safety of the world.
It's a very tough character to play because we never know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. So he had to walk a very narrow line with this part.
He really stepped into those shoes and really did that role justice.
You realize you're implicating the Secretary of State in this?
He was a great president.
It was Dean's idea to say, what if we make him the first Hispanic president of the United States? And I said I thought that would be an interesting thing.
Que Dios los bendiga, and may God bless America.
There was a campaign Palmer poster, and I remember thinking, there's few people that can sort of generate that level of sort of presidential power in just one photograph.
I'm the goddamn president of the United States of America.
I think fans around the world will be able to have a sense of ownership to the film, because it won't just be a product that came from Hollywood. It really is something designed to be global.